Video opens, high energy and motivational tone. What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the legendary diet of a true bodybuilding icon, the one and only four-time Mr. Olympia, Jay Cutler. We read talking about a full day of eating that fueled one of the most incredible physiques the world has ever seen. And yes, we're going to tackle that insane number you've all heard about, 140 eggs a day. Did he really do it? How is that even possible? Stick around, because we're breaking it all down. This isn't just about food. It's about the mindset, the discipline, and the sheer will to be the best. Let's get into it. So, the first thing you need to understand about a pro bodybuilder's diet, especially someone at Jay Cutler's level, is that it's a job. It's not about eating for pleasure. It's about eating for a purpose. Every single meal is calculated, timed, and executed with precision. For Jay, this meant eating every 2 to 2.5 hours, like clockwork. This constant supply of nutrients kept his body in an anabolic, muscle-building state 24/7. It's a level of dedication that most people can't even imagine. Think about it, your entire day revolves around your next meal. No excuses, no shortcuts. That's the champion's mindset right there. Let's start with the first meal of the day, the one that sets the tone. For Jay, this was usually around 15 egg whites. Not 2, not 3, but 15. Paired with that, he'd have a big bowl of oatmeal, maybe a cup or 2 dry measure, some fruit, and his supplements. This meal is all about getting high-quality fast digesting. Protein from the egg whites to start the muscle repair process immediately after a night of fasting, and complex carbs from the oatmeal to replenish glycogen stores and provide sustained energy for the day and his morning workout. This isn't your average breakfast. It's a strategic fuel-up designed for maximum performance and growth. Now, let's talk about that headline-grabbing number, 140 eggs a day. Did Jay Cutler really eat 140 whole eggs every single day? The short answer is no, and it's important to clarify this. That number came from a specific, extreme point in his off-season bulk. He was trying to push his body to new limits, and for a short period, he experimented with consuming a massive amount of protein and fats from whole eggs. He would literally buy them by the flat, 30 eggs at a time, and go through 4 or 5 of those a day. He said himself it was one of the craziest things he ever did for bodybuilding. It wasn't a sustainable, year-round diet. The majority of the time, his egg consumption consisted of egg whites, separating the yolk to get pure protein without the excess fat and calories. This distinction is key. Don't go home and try to eat 140 whole eggs. That's not the takeaway here. So, what did a more typical day look like? After that first breakfast, meal 2 would come about 2 hours later. This was often his pre-workout meal. Again, the goal is fuel. This would typically be a lean protein source, like chicken breast or a quality protein shake. We're talking another 40 to 50 grams of protein. He'd pair this with a complex carbohydrate source, maybe some rice or potatoes. This combination provides the amino acids to protect his muscles during a brutal workout and the quick-digesting carbs to give him the energy to push poundages that would build a Mr. Olympia winning back and legs. Everything is timed perfectly to peak his performance in the gym. Then comes the workout. We're talking about legendary Cutler-style training, high volume, heavy weight, and intense focus. After absolutely demolishing the weights, the most critical meal of the day arrives, the post-workout meal. This is all about recovery. Immediately after training, Jay would slam a whey protein isolate shake for rapid absorption. Then, about an hour later, he'd have a solid food meal. This would be one of his biggest of the day, something like a large portion of steak or chicken with a massive serving of white rice. The simple carbs from the rice cause an insulin spike, which helps shuttle all those nutrients from the protein directly into the muscle cells, kicking the repair and growth process into high gear. This isn't just eating. It's advanced nutritional science applied in the real world. As the day continues, the meals keep coming. Meal 4, 5, and 6 would be spaced out every 2 to 3 hours. The theme remains consistent: lean protein and complex carbs. This could be more chicken, fish like tilapia or cod, or lean ground turkey. For carbs, it would be more rice, potatoes, or oatmeal. Each meal would contain around 40 to 50 grams of protein. It's a relentless cycle of fueling and recovery. He wasn't just building muscle in the gym, he was building it all day long with his fork. This is the part of bodybuilding that people don't see. It's not just the 2 hours of glory in the gym, it's the 22 hours of discipline outside of it. It's a full-time commitment. One of the things Jay was famous for was his massive consumption of chicken breast. He has said many times that he ate so much chicken he got sick of it, but he did it anyway. That's the definition of discipline, doing what you have to do, whether you feel like it or not. To make it palatable, he'd often just grill it with some simple spices. Nothing fancy. No heavy sauces or oils. It was purely fuel. This is a huge lesson for anyone serious about their fitness goals. Consistency and simplicity often beat fancy and complicated. Find what works for you, what helps you hit your nutritional targets, and stick with it day in and day out. What about fats? Well, his diet was primarily protein and carbs. Healthy fats were still a part of the equation, especially in the off-season. These would come from sources like the yolks in his whole egg meals, fatty fish like salmon, or even the natural fats in his red meat. Fats are crucial for hormone production, including testosterone, which is vital for muscle growth. However, during his pre-contest prep, fats would be carefully controlled and reduced to help him achieve that paper-thin skin and striated muscle detail that won him for Sando trophies. The diet was a dynamic tool that he adjusted based on his specific goal at the time, whether it was building mass or getting shredded. The sheer volume of food is staggering. We're talking upwards of 5,000 to 6,000 calories a day, sometimes more in the off-season. To the average person, that seems impossible. But when you're 270 plus pounds of solid muscle and training with inhuman intensity, your body is a furnace that requires a massive amount of fuel. This diet is a testament to the extreme demands of professional bodybuilding. It's a powerful reminder that to achieve extraordinary results, you have to be willing to do extraordinary things. Jay Cutler wasn't just a great bodybuilder. He was one of the hardest working eaters in the history of the sport. His legacy is built on a mountain of chicken, rice, and yes, a whole lot of eggs. So what's the big takeaway for you? It's not to eat 140 eggs. The real lesson from Jay Cutler's diet is the power of consistency, discipline, and having a plan. It's about treating your nutrition with the same seriousness as your training. Plan your meals, prepare them in advance, and hit your targets every single day. Whether your goal is to build muscle, lose fat, or just be healthier, the principles remain the same. Fuel your body for your goals. That's the real secret behind the diet of a champion. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope this gave you a motivating and realistic look into what it takes to eat like a legend. If you found this video helpful and inspiring, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. We've got more incredible content coming your way. Stay consistent, stay hungry, and I'll see you in the next one.